There is this one question that almost everyone who is planning to study for the USMLE usually asks me, and they want to find out how to begin studying for the USMLE. So a lot goes into studying for the USMLE, from organization, planning, execution, and taking the exam itself. So in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. To introduce myself, my name is Jerry. I have been successful on step 1 and step 2 of the USMLE, and I have matched successfully into internal medicine residency in this year of 2023. Now, USMLE has a lot that goes into it. So first of all, if you are planning to start studying for the USMLE, you want to clearly decide on the timeline. Now, you want to plan when you want to go into residency, or depend on whatever you want to use the USMLE results for, when do you need it? So you have to define the timeline that you need your results. Now, if you want to go into residency, then you have to look at your years of graduation and also the time that will be favorable for a good application, depending on your year of graduation. Now, the next thing is that you want to plan your environment. Now, where would you be studying? If you decide to start studying, are you going to be studying from home? Is it conducive to study from home? Are you going to be going to the library? Now, I want to tell you that the USMLE is not an exam that you can learn from your bed. You know, like some people say, okay, I'm learning in bed. No, USMLE is not like that. So I will advise you that if you want to study from home, then you want to get a study table or a study desk, and then a chair, a comfortable one that you can use over a long period, because you want a comfortable position so that you prevent back pain and waist pain, because it's a lengthy journey and there are a lot of materials to read, so you want to save your back. The next thing that you want to do is to organize the materials. Now, some of the materials that we use are UWorld, First Aid, Pathoma, and Boards and Beyond is one of them. Some people use the USMLE, RX. Some people also add the Sketchy. But first of all, I want you to use few materials at the beginning. The most important ones are the UWorld, First Aid, and then the Pathoma. Now, if you are reading the First Aid, I recommend that you use the Boards and Beyond videos to decode the First Aid. Say you are using the book, but also you are watching the video at the same time. So the video becomes like a lecture, and then the book is in front of you. Now, the good thing about the Boards and Beyond is that most of the chapters in the First Aid, he treats them according to how they look in the First Aid. So it's easy to follow. For people who have very weak bases, it's good to consider the Kaplan videos as well, which are also very helpful. Pathoma is also a book that we use for the pathology part of the USMLE, and is very vital for you to use in prepping for the USMLE, as it covers all the chapters that you need in pathology for the USMLE. Pathology is about 45% on the USMLE step 1 exam. So when you do Pathoma very well, you are likely to do well on the USMLE. One other thing that I recommend is looking for a study partner. For most IMGs, they would have graduated from their various schools before they sit for the USMLE. And so being able to motivate yourself becomes a very big deal. So if you find a study partner who can check you up and you also check them, and also who can keep the motivation going, will be very helpful. Also, study partners are good in the sense that they are able to complement your efforts. Say there are things that you know very well, and there are things that they also know very well, and when you find a very good and compatible study partner, they can be very useful to you in your USMLE journey. So it's something that you want to look at. After getting all these resources, you also want to make a schedule. Now, schedules are very important. Say you want to study biochemistry for 2 weeks, you want to study pathology for 1 month, or you want to study cardio for 1 week, or it depends on you. So you want to make a schedule, and you want to follow that schedule so that you can save a lot of time, and you don't waste time and then you are not all over the place. As you go along, you will realize that you will be able to modify your schedule to suit your way of studies. Whilst reading every topic, say cardio, when you do a little bit of cardio, you want to do some questions from UWorld or any other Q bank that is high yield, so that you'll be able to apply the knowledge that you've learned from the topics, and that helps you to consolidate the information for long-term memorization. One more thing that I recommend for people is the use of flashcards. It could be flashcards from UWorld, or you can also make your personal flashcards into Anki, where you can revisit, and then that helps with spaced repetition. The more you repeat the information, the more comfortable you are, and the higher your scores and the better your chances of passing the exams. These are the few things I can talk about in this video. Observing them would be a good start for you for your USMLE journey. If you have any other things that you have done that is helpful, kindly leave a comment. If you have any question, also leave a comment. Also share this video to anyone who it might be helpful to. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you again. Bye.